Welcome to the Master of All podcast. The episode will start in 3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm not going to even introduce it like I would normally introduce it. You know how like Joe Rogan just becomes like a natural conversation from the start?
Yeah.
I think I might cut in from that point. Yeah. But I think I'll cut out the whole steroid talk just for your boys, you know?
Oh, yeah. I'm not model for DUN.
No shame, you know?
Yeah. But hey, it is actually, if you think this is a shit time to do podcasts and fucking, I'm actually not really having fun with it. Even like last week. It is shit. It is absolute shit.
You know why?
Thanks. No pressure.
There's not a lot going on at the moment. So there's a lot going on, but there's not a lot going on like in our
world. Like, you know, so the most exciting thing that happened, man, recently is me buying a mattress yesterday, bro. A really good mattress. Hello. Yeah, I swear, bro. It's fucking.
Oh, bro, I can tell you heaps, bro. Like, just give me some things and I'll give you comparisons, like face masks, We'll talk about it on site. Yeah, how today we were fucking like, flicking fingers like me. 3 guys were just pretty much hugging the fuck out of each other, trying to get this range hood up and sharing tools and shit. So it's like, bro, like, ridiculous.
I mean, me and Burak,
Yeah. Go. Sorry.
No, go. No, this is going to be weird, I swear. Because once 2 people start talking, the audio starts cutting out.
Yeah. I went for a walk the other day and in Brookside Park, and I'm sipping on a coffee, and I've got a mask. I'll actually show you the mask I got. So I got one of these. I don't know if you can see it. So I got one of these on my head, and I've just got it hanging out. I've got it hanging like this while I'm having a coffee, right? And I got some guy on a bike who was riding past me, legit, just full mouse off to me. Where's your fucking mask, dickhead?
No way.
Yeah, I'm in a park, bro. I'm like walking, like I'm not near nobody. I was like,
everyone that I've seen.
There's too much self-righteous attitude going on.
Yeah, people. Yeah,
honestly, that happened to me today. I was just telling Dovey. So, something happened on site. We're fucked up. I had to ride to Bunnings on my lunch break, and there's 2 birds crossing the road. Like, I can see I'm on the phone as well. But the thing is, no one's saying shit. I'm riding no hands across tram lines on the fucking phone, and she got the nerve to tell me about my fucking mask. So I felt like I didn't say it out loud. I felt like saying, bitch, like, the fuck, you know, like, really? And I was looking today on the guidelines, okay? And I think it's very important that we're aware, because you're allowed to do exercise, but as soon as it's strenuous, you don't have to wear it. Some people don't even bother trying to do the workaround. I think, for the most part, people are trying to do, the right thing. But then you think about, we're getting like 700-800 cases more a day. And then no one realizes that it's actually now that they're rolling out these test kits, they're testing 30,000-40,000 people a day. So no one factors that in. It's like, oh, what the fuck? We're wearing masks, but it's still going down. So
I don't know if any of you guys saw, but I've heard from like a couple of different sources that people have actually gone up, people have actually lined up to get their tests, and they actually haven't been able to wait long enough to get their test. They've actually left. Then they've actually got a message later telling them that, or notifying them that they've actually got
someone
COVID.
In the law. No way.
Yeah, this happened. Three different people have told me this.
Wow.
And then they've actually had to call them and say, hey, hang on a minute, I haven't got tested. And they're like, oh, sorry, we made a mistake. But they've literally received a message stating that they've got it. So, like, the numbers are real. And, like,
it's almost like you're guilty till proven innocent.
The sources of people that have told me are legitimately people that aren't connected. So it's literally from 2 different angles I'm getting this. And I'm like,
yeah. We've had this is a fucked up thing. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story. So on site, I don't know if you got many trade events, but like fucking we have not seen any like slowing down. I don't know, other companies are shut down because contracts are going in, but the confidence has gone down, but we're putting our hand up for this work. People don't realize that we're fucking, some people are just under the pump, and it's ridiculous. Like, we don't wear masks and shit on site. We can get asked to leave. People are pretty good on the train, but I had a guy from Reese, box still on the back. I had a guy from Reese ring me. I swear, bro, there's so many fucking scam cunts, right? So if Subway gets it, they shut down. I know some of the Subways are shut down. Certain brand, like things at Macca's have shut down. I had this guy ringing me about an account, and he's like, oh, yeah, due to the COVID, this and that, we've actually trying to go away and online, pushing this app on me, you know, like trying to get me to download this app. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So it's an app where you can do all your billing and shit online. Okay. And it's like, bro, I don't even get anything from you. I've got like an $11 rental account left. And it's like, but I reckon the guy was lying to me. He's like, yeah, one of our members at the branch had COVID. And I'm like, that's funny because, like, the fuck, you'd have, like, you know, all your cunts shut down. So people, you don't know who to fucking believe. And now they're like, yeah, everywhere I walk, everyone's a conspiracy theorist. Last night I was having dinner, getting some rock and chicken. And took forever because the guy's talking about how they're trying to cull the people that are a burden on the government. You know what I mean? What's your take on that? Do you reckon that's a thing?
Look, there's so many conspiracies out there.
There's a shortage of KFC chicken. I
haven't got enough time to watch all the videos, yeah, but
there's heaps of things, man. I work with this girl, right? She's got a fucking schnoz like this nose, and she got tested. She got tested, right, for the COVID test.
And she goes, problems doing lines.
Yeah. She goes, I reckon they microchip us when they do the test and put it in.
Oh, when they do the thing.
I'm like, shut up. Like, are you like you? Look, first of all, you can fit an external hard drive in her fucking nose, fucking a microchip, bro. No, these people.
License or what?
A license?
Nah, well, who's licensed?
What'd you say?
No, I said, is she gonna watch this? Why do you mean to your
she's gonna watch this. Nah, she's not gonna watch this, bro. There's only like 3 people that watch this anyway.
Shit out, bro.
Nah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our 3 fans.
Yeah. Yeah, go Burak. Yeah, go on to conspiracies, bro. This is what you guys can talk about.
Like, no, he was talking about the Moroccan chicken, and I was like, I just got a notification saying that there's KFC's got a shortage of chicken in Victoria now. I don't know.
Really?
Wow, why is that though?
I don't know.
You know what's?
I didn't get a chance to listen to Dan Andrews today. I don't know what cases have been announced, what protocols have been announced. Has anything been announced today?
I'm no idea. I don't really keep track.
Yeah, your guess good as mine. I don't have time. I just they tell me on site, yeah, we're gonna get reinducted. You're gonna wear masks. And this is a fucked up thing, yeah. COVID's been around since March. Oh, I don't want to think because my boss might watch this shit, but fucking bro, like any chance they get to fucking shove some sales, you know, why don't you just get me the fucking mask? It's gonna help me protect my health. Fucking instead of putting the fucking brand on there. So protest, I wear the shit. I wear the shit inside out, bro. Breathe all the fucking hazardous glue and shit. If I drop dead, fucking, it's definitely from fucking COVID.
Well, some people are doing like, for example, where did I see it? It was somewhere like Officeworks or something where you buy a certain amount of products, you get free masks. Free masks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like $54 for a pack of 50 at Officeworks of those like real.
Do you know what you should try to do? I said this as a joke yesterday. Sometimes, you know, have you ever think about people that ridiculous? Sorry?
People are sensitive these days.
Fuck them.
Yeah, but you know, like how people sell some ridiculous things online.
Yeah.
Like there was that roll of toilet paper for it. I think that was me trying to be funny, cunt. But anyway, like all this job keeper and job seeker stuff. Like, you know what I mean? People, I'm not surprised. First of all, a lot more 7-Elevens haven't been done over, but it has begun because, like, I don't understand now. You have legally got the right to walk around with your face covered. I don't know how people aren't getting done over. I hope I haven't inspired anyone, but even junkies, they're just not what they think. Like back in my day, it would have been all over that shit, man. Fucking.
It is a perfect time to be a thief. It is definitely a
perfect. But what do you mean? You get free reign, yeah.
Do you think they'll be recording it?
What do you mean? Oh no, I think no one gives a fuck. It's just like free flow. I hope it doesn't get that bad.
No. See,
Yeah,
but put it this way. So because they're trying to push everyone to wear masks, if there was like a rise in crime, I don't think they would push that into the media because it would make it look bad.
yeah. If there's a correlation between the two, it's like, what do you do? Like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. But
100%.
I don't want to get on the bandwagon with all the hate, but I kind of feel for Danny Andrews. Like, honestly, I think he is trying, and it's kind of, look, I'm gonna say this. I'm not really proud to be in Melbourne at the moment. Danny Andrews trying to lead some shitty people at the moment. Everyone needs to everyone's a fucking expert. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I
just wear a
agree.
mask, brother. That's it.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah.
If you're the Premier of Victoria, how would you go about this? Like, what would you do?
Yeah.
Unless one person talk at a time, because it keeps...
Yeah, let's get a Burak with this. I want to hear what corporate has to say.
Okay. Before we get to that, though, like, I'm not going to be, like, as easygoing with Dan Andrews because of the fact that, we've got this second wave, but that's due to the fact of what happened at the hotels, the quarantine hotels. That's how all these cases got leaked. How do you, for example, put people in lockdown, fuck up the economy, right, for weeks on end, and then you allow a Black Lives Matter rally with 10,000 people? You know what I mean? And then you're having a go, like in his press conferences, he's having a go at people, Victorians, saying that they're not doing the right thing. Man, if you guys kind of handled that, like, private security company that you guys organise, do the security for people that have come from interstate, and those cases didn't leak, we probably wouldn't have been in this mess in the first place. So these cases now, I wouldn't say that they're on our hands, man. Everyone's kind of obeyed the law. Like, you know what I mean? To a certain extent, everyone's obeyed the law. The cases that are blown out now are on his hands, Bren. They're on his hands. So I think he's really fucked it up. I've got no sympathy for him, man, and his government.
I got no sympathy either. I really don't get it.
So it's just me versus you guys.
No. I get where you're coming from as well. I get it.
Look,
but
honestly, I heard about that. Heard it when he started talking about it, the hotel saga. I was like, I heard some shit, man. Like the Uber drivers putting away the.
Do you know what happened?
What major thing? No, I just knew that it was like a brothel and people were just.
No. So what happened was, apparently, and this is hearsay. I don't have like a super reliable source. So, this is what I'm hearing, and I've heard it from a few different places. But rather than having the police or the SFA, the Australian Force, they hired a private security sector, and these private security sectors are in with Dan Andrews, and he pretty much sold it to the highest bidder.
Yeah, so a third party.
It comes down to money, always money.
The contracts didn't have the sufficient staff, and we're just pretty much getting Joe Blows to do security with no qualifications, and people who, like, they hire without even doing interviews and not even tell them what they're security for to go to these hotels. They didn't give them the proper gear to actually have the masks and the gloves and all that sort of stuff to make sure that they were safe. They didn't even really know, half the people that were working in these hotels didn't even know what they were security for. It was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of like it's not exclusive to that industry.
It was like an under-the-table deal.
It's like most builders, bro. They put their hand up for work that they can't do, and then they turn around and they'll hire, I don't be racist, but, some fucked up tradesmen, and they'll sell this. I'm doing this job now. I don't want to. Bro, if you saw how this place was roughed in, I feel like I want to go to the auction and just photos, just show, it's a dog's breakfast, disgusting, and people are going to be paying ridiculous money for these things. But bro, it's actually a horrible fucking thing. I would have loved to have been an Uber driver.
When I'm talking about Dan Andrews, that's why I kind of don't like him because of that. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I probably don't know enough about the flag. I just try to keep it simple, man.
Now listen, back to the question. Steer it back on. If you're the Premier of Victoria, how would you go about this then? Burak.
Me?
Go. No, actually not Burak. Jimbo, you go.
Okay. Fuck, I was hoping you were going to forget about me. I don't know,
No,
man. I don't
but
really have, you know.
All right, well, look, you know what? Okay, me specifically, but look, I come from a perspective of where I don't think the virus is as bad as people are making it out. Like, you know, the Australian government's like, you know, there's a 99% recovery rate. There's like 99.5% recovery rate if you're under 50, you know. So I would go down the path of saying, look, what they've done in Europe where, you know, they can't control the numbers. Like, you know what I mean? Italy's pretty much out of lockdown. Spain's out of lockdowns. Turkey's out of lockdown. All these countries have been hit way harder than us. America's not even in lockdown, man. They've got like 4 or 5 million, but not like hard lockdown.
Not hard, it's just us. Yeah.
New York lockdown, besides like New York, that was heavily locked down. Bro, we're the only ones that are like seriously locked down compared to a lot of other countries. Yeah, okay, they have sporting events and so forth that are empty, but our government, right? This is how stupid our government. In the same goddamn country, you've got footy matches being played in WA and in Queensland where there's 10,000 spectators, but in Victoria we're locked down to the shit.
Yeah, it's apparently our state's the worst.
No, it is. It is the worst. Don't get me wrong, but you know, compared to Europe and all those other countries, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I personally would say, look, I would say if you're old, if you've got any prior illnesses and you're more susceptible, they're the people that should be in quarantine, self-quarantine. The government should look after them. You know what I mean? There should be more, I guess, ways of judging who's viable to be in quarantine and not. So the economy, like, so for example, the government can look after the people who can't support themselves during this period, but the rest of the people should just go back to work, man, because like our economy's suffering. People are fucking getting into depression. You know what I mean? Like the year that this COVID's hit, right, our flu numbers have gone down and COVID's gone up. So the numbers are pretty much even anyway.
Yeah. I mean, do you reckon all these tests that they're doing, do you think that it's just picking up flu symptoms? Because this is the time that a lot of people get flus, right?
That's the thing. The testing is like based on like I just said before, these people that are coming up to me and saying, hey, I didn't even get tested, and they tell me I've got it. I don't know what the fuck these test sites are doing. You know what I mean? These test sites are reclassifying numbers. The numbers are coming 3-4 days late. You don't really know how accurate the numbers are.
Do you reckon, hey, here's a conspiracy here. Do you know how like Dan Andrews has a connection with China? And
I don't know what his connection with China is. What is his connection with China?
So apparently he did some deal. He did some deal that for importing and exporting, like just mainly importing from China. It's called Road Belt or something like that. Some kind of deal he signed. And then Scott Morrison's like, I don't know why Dan Andrews did that. He's like, we're not involved in that. Just himself. He did it under the, like, he sneakily did it. This deal with China.
What kind of stuff are they importing and exporting? Do you know?
Let me just Google it now.
I think this is the Silk Road thing. It's the South China Sea. It's more of a logistical, strategic thing, I think.
Oh, so it's like a route. It's like a trade route.
Yeah, Belt and Road.
Trade route. Look.
Yeah, it's called the Belt and Road deal.
Okay, maybe it's some other stuff.
China's foreign policy economy strategy. The term derives from the overland Silk Road economic belt in the 21st century Silk Road. So they're trying to they're going to make a route and I guess sell to us, export.
It's a highly sought after, that's why they're picking up a stink in the sea.
Yeah, but the thing is, only Melbourne agreed to it, and then they're doing deals with like countries that are with a lower socioeconomic status, right? Like,
yeah,
so
that's
then
that's mad.
We don't have a low socioeconomic status, do we?
No, but I'm talking about countries, bro, like poor countries. So the thing is now, Dan Andrews did it himself with no Scott Morrison, nothing, and no government support. And they're like, I don't know why he did that. That was a big mistake. So here's a theory: do you think that this is just trying to crash the economy so much just crash as hard as it can
I
get,
don't
so
think so,
China
man.
can come down more to Victoria.
You know what? I don't see. What's the end game? What's the end game if he does that? Dan Andrews is not going to be in Parliament for very much longer, so I don't understand. I wouldn't see the benefit for him doing.
The benefit is monetary. Some on
Yeah,
table.
you
Who
probably don't
knows?
see his
Who
bank
knows?
account.
Who knows? The thing is, you know what's going to happen? By the time I start recording episode 20, there's going to be tanks going outside. And I'm going to be like, hey, welcome to episode 20. This is my guest. Or fucking hearing gunshots outside. Because that's where we're fucking heading to. And it's fucking scary.
Martial law, huh?
No chance, man. We are the most docile people in Australia.
Yeah.
If the government says you're locked down for the next 6 months, you know, you'll have Karen and Susan be like, okay, Brian and Gary, no problem.
Not Karen from Bunnings.
You know?
Did you hear about that one?
What's the who's the male equivalent of Karen? What's the male equivalent of Karen?
Gary.
Craig or Gary? Craig,
Yeah.
I like Craig. Craig from
Hey, not a cave. There's no cave in there.
Keith.
Keith? Yeah, Keith's a wanker.
Fucking flop. We need someone from IT.
Mitchell.
Look,
Oh, Mitchell. Fucking love a Mitchell.
Look, the more I think about this virus and everything like that, because I was heavily like thinking like conspiratorially that, you know, what's the purpose? Are they trying to control us? Are there elites and so forth trying to, you know, get a finger on the pulse and make us like slaves and robots? But it doesn't really work. It doesn't really make sense. Those kind of thoughts. I don't really.
It doesn't, bro. It doesn't. Because it's not true. Don't think like that.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. But it's just.
Trust me, look, I get videos every day. My mate, I won't say his name. He's got way too much time. And all these guys send me, if you watch that shit enough, you will believe it, okay?
Yeah, it's fucked. There's so many people that are so heavily
The power of
invested
the
into all
human
they do is
mind
post.
is unbelievable, honestly. And
Yeah, but everyone's got an agenda, Jimmy. Is Jimmy out?
yeah, man, it's just the value of humans. What?
You're breaking
I was
up.
going to say.
Two people do the same thing, they can see. Yeah, did you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
we
that.
can hear now.
Sorry, man. You gotta excuse me. I'm in the car. I'm doing this poddy. Yeah, well, because it's a long day today. But yeah, look, two different people could look at the same thing and see different things. It's all about perspective. And the thing is, you know, to some extent, you have a choice, okay, about your mindset. And it is, you do, some people have a predisposition to it, but you've got your whole life ahead of you to really adapt it to your environment, to really nurture it into something like positive. And I can say this as a recovering drug addict. I used to feel sorry for fat people, shit like that. I don't give a fuck anymore. Unless you got a fucking thyroid problem or you some fucked up glands, I don't feel sorry for shit like people like that anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking 200-300 kilos. Let him go. At what point does that happen? So, you know, like, I think people need to just stop reading into it. I love a good conspiracy theory. Don't get me wrong, love it. But that's just it. It's just like I read it, I'm like, what if? What a mad movie. Then it's back to fucking reality. And you snap the fuck out of it like it was a mad little thing. You know what I mean?
You know what, Jimmy? I gotta say something. You know, this whole Pizzagate stuff started as a conspiracy where fucking you had people from Hollywood, people, Richard Lee's fucking touching little boys.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
That's that. Bro, people were laughing at that shit about a year ago. People were saying, "Nah, man, fucking Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton." Nah, man, no way. That's.
I just want to remind you guys. The other day I was thinking, like I will, you know, I believe, like you got to look at history, how dumb people were. If I put this to you, imagine you had this device, all right, and like not knowing what we know today, but once upon a time, people thought that our VCRs weren't going to work. After 1999, fucking November or December 31, because we could only see the last two digits, and the chips are gonna, oh fuck, what comes 990? Ah! The whole fucking world was gonna melt there. I remember this. I'm like, no, VHS gone. All my fucking MTV fucking recordings gone.
What about 2012?
People kicked up a mad stink. And what happened? This was a world phenomenon too. Like, if the whole world was like, what the fuck? No one knew. Same shit. Everyone was a fucking expert. And internet was pretty much like, Amazon was just starting then, I think. So people just figured we still had the fucking, the modem and shit they used to plug in with the fucking 16 lights flashing and shit. So people didn't know what was going to go on. So it's like, we need to look at something, okay, it's new. Color television even, all right? People were like, fuck, they flipped the fuck out when they saw TV. Imagine, there was once upon a time, black and white television. When the color television came out, people lost their shit, bro. It was like fucking witch, magic. It's like you were just watching the TV. And it's like, can you imagine that? We can see color and we're watching black and white television. And then like color television comes out and people lose their mind. That's the thing about humans. Anything new, we're scared of. But we adapt. You know what I mean? So
yeah. You know what they're talking about a lot? They keep saying like the new normal. They keep pushing those words, the new normal.
Oh, that's the thing, man. But if you already been reading into that, like New World Order, I reckon one currency is good. Everyone needs to be on the same fucking page. I'm sick of paying fucking $300. Oh, I'm sick of paying $5 for a small, strong almond milk latte, which I can get from Italy for 50 cents. All right? Fucking Bitcoin, that shit. How mad would that be?
Okay. You know what, Jimmy? I love you. I love you, Jimmy. But I'm gonna have to disagree with something.
With what? The fact that I drink strong, small almond, what? My lattes. You know, like my lattes?
No, that's all right. No. I like your lattes. I like lattes. That's all good. But you know how you're saying the human mind will believe whatever you want to believe and it never ends up being true and all that sort of stuff and it's all bullshit and then you got to come back to reality?
Oh, okay. You finished? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to rephrase.
Okay. So when you say that, like, these conspiracies and all that sort of stuff, yeah, fair enough. It starts off as fiction, but when it gains enough traction, where there's smoke, there's a gun. Or what's the saying go?
Fire.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So I'm going to throw a question to you. Are you aware of the fact that, for example, I'm going full conspiracy stats here, but
no.
Did you know that
this wasn't against you? This generalization. Yeah.
Did you just realize that these same people that are telling you to always act normal and that it's all bullshit, it's all a conspiracy, for example, the government or, Western society or, for example, mainstream media will tell you to just stick to the status quo. Bro,
yeah.
Did you just see that, like, the CIA declassified the UFO images and that they...
Nah, I don't... Like, I'm sure I'd go on. I'd need to do some mad mushrooms and watch some of this shit.
No.
Just go on a fucking mad trip.
The CIA have just declassified UFOs that have been found that aren't from this planet. Like,
this was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Didn't he talk about how to fly?
Yeah. But can I say something?
Like,
that's good and well.
One at a time. Go, Jimmy.
Yeah, no. All right. So again, that comes like. So certain things in life, all right, the humans, like, let me tell you something. There's a broad spectrum with what people know and what levels there are of knowledge, all right? And if you look at how much we invest into research and development, what we have the capability of doing, like 3D printing, for example, all right? We think, 3D printing, mad. Bro, they're probably already cloning people. The thing is, the fact of the matter is, not everyone, and this is where money comes into it. Money is the seatbelt on life. If there was no money, people would have access to all this shit. They wouldn't know what the fuck to do. There is a reason why people can't afford certain things. It's just the way it is. And certain people are right where they need to be when it comes to knowing what they need. It's a need-to-know thing. So we can't handle the truth or big things. Like, imagine 20 years ago, UFO lands, and it was like, some things when they cover it up, it's for our own good, believe it or not. Do you know what I mean? It's for because
do you think that the government's always there to protect its people?
I think the government's just a bullshit puppet. You're right. What I'm saying is, there's picture an onion. There's layers. Everyone's talking about, like, for example, the Rothschilds, all these fucking, like, the Rockefellers. Bro, who are you kidding? You're gonna hold a piece of plastic with some silicon in it. You're gonna go open an app and find out who the fuck's running the world. The people that are running this world, if there is even, I believe there are some good people The outer core is going to be the corruption, and then it's just a repeating pattern of good, corruption, good. So the core of this, okay, I think there's some really good people doing the right thing, and they are really running the world. You and I will never know who they are. We're just simpletons.
Okay. I'm going to throw a question to you then. All right?
Okay, how from Victoria?
No.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you a question, Jimmy. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say these good people that are running the world, right? Let's say
Yeah.
they're much smarter than you and me, right? They are dealing with worldly issues.
They are, yeah.
Let's say one of these worldly issues is the fact that we're running out of resources on this planet, right?
Yeah.
So how would you sustain the human population, the amount of resources that we've got, when you know the amount of the population is burning through those resources? So me, as a good person that's looking after the best interests of the human population or the human species, I have to do population control. So I have to kill a few 100 million people here and there. You know what I mean? Am I still a good person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
depends.
At the end of the day, listen. First of all, if we're running out of fuel and shit, let me tell you, this is what I was saying about the spectrum, about where we're at and what me and you know. Today, our world problems are like, oh my God, we're running out of oil, petrol. Bro, there's probably cunts already flying cars on Mars. You don't even know. What? They give you a list of some cunts launching a shuttle, a couple of failed attempts. Oh, boys, hey, world, we haven't got there yet. Mate, they can't fucking having a picnics and shit up there, flying cars. Like, and there's all these bits in between where they're doing test scenarios, and some people have to die. For us to move forward, unfortunately, flags will burn, countries, nations, bro. At the end of the day, we are one race. We are humans, and we need to survive. And if fucking I'm not in charge of that, fucking great. Okay? We just enjoy some fucking bags on a weekend, that's it.
So Jimmy.
We just worry about our problems, okay?
Jimmy, hey, you're telling me you'll kill 100 people, you'll murder 100 people to save 1,000 people?
100 people to save 1,000 people?
Yeah, I'm
fucking
just asking. You would.
I wouldn't murder them. I'd sacrifice them. It's all about perception.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
No. That's your perception. See, perception's important. Labels. I live my life with labels. I'll give you an example. I haven't had a license for 6 years. I have to ride fucking 50 k's to work sometimes, yeah? And I love it. Do you think I'd get out of bed and ride through frosty winter if I had to ride to go to work? No, I tell myself, fucking get up, do some cardio. Coincidentally, I'm putting on my work boots. I fucking ride there, and I'd say, I'm going to go to Macca's, get a strong, small almond milk latte with honey to cap it off. Boom! What do you know? Oh, fuck, I'm at work. Bang, there's my next 8 hours. It's all about perception. You need to, if you tell yourself, fuck, I got a right to work, fuck, no one will do it. But if you tell yourself that I'm going to do this and there's a genuine, like, goodness to come through it and out of it, fucking oath you're going to do it. So if you're asking me if I'm going to murder, first of all, I'm going to say, boys, I'm going to have to sacrifice these 100 to save 1,000. And there's other 1,000 people, they might have some cure to shoot. They might have the cure for cancer. Who knows? Like, it's all good. You know what I mean?
Yes. One of those.
But then, like, I might have killed
cancer too.
Look, unfortunately, people have got to die. And the thing is, if you're like, and this is like getting a bit off topic, religion and stuff, but like, you know, it all comes down to like, you know, the atheism and this and that. If you got like faith is having faith in others around you, your environment, and like we all just need to have a little hope. That's all it is, bro. It's the hope. Instead of being, I'm not saying you generally, I'm not saying you, I swear I love you, bro. But we need to have that and just be positive, honestly. Positivity is such an important thing. Can't freak out. They think I'm on drugs at work, bro. They're like, what the fuck, run up and down stairs like a homeless crack addict. But it's because I'm happy, you know what I mean? I'll get the job done. Today I'm pissed off, like I'm happy I'm doing this party, but I didn't get to ride home. See how I think? And like, people gotta, you know, I get all these videos all the time. Honestly, I don't even watch them sometimes. I give this mad spill. And but I will agree with you on this. I'm not saying to be ignorant and naive. Like, don't be soft, you know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah.
You gotta be aware, 100%. I'm not saying be like,
no.
You
be aware. Just be aware. Just don't be cynical. I get you.
Yeah.
nail on the head. Exactly.
It's good to like just dance around the idea. Something. I get that you're positive. You got to be
Of
positive
course.
about all this
Yeah.
stuff. But
As
it's
long as
just,
you're not arguing.
yeah. No, you don't. You've got like, no, this is true. This, I believe this. All these things, like that's what it is, and being narrow-minded.
Look, at the end of the day, look, you just got to be able to open up ideas to people, and it's up to their internal interpretation, you know. And as long as you're not forcing your ideas and ideals onto people. You know what I mean? People are smart. People can handle stuff if you tell them. People can handle situations. I don't know. It's just, it's a matter of information.
Another important thing. Yeah, just because like you think of it in a certain way, someone doesn't align with your views, doesn't make them smarter, any smarter
No,
or any.
Of course not. Absolutely.
And that's why I love saying like I used to have this mad anger problem, and I had to get this like professional help. I had to go like. It was actually like a coaching thing, like, and I don't know. I'm still trying to gauge where I'm at, whether it helped or not. I noticed in life I gotta be like dumb it down and like slow it down, and just like my boss says, capture your emotions. Like, fuck, bro. Do you know what I mean? It reminded me of Pokemon Go, which is another stupid thing. Pokemon, all these people were flocking, and there was something about the Russians, and there was a conspiracy about they just want all these people in one spot to catch fucking
Jimmy, I got a new nickname for you. You're Jimmy 180, bro. You you're talking and you're like, nah, let me spin this shit around, bro. Fuck, that's a roller coaster, bro. I love it.
Am I wrong? I remember Upper Furniture Gully, everyone was flocking, and I'm like, they're like, oh, they're going to track you once you get on. And it was like, the fact, there was actually an issue with the app coding, and you couldn't, like, to log out, you delete your account, but it doesn't delete properly or some shit, and they're like, no, you have to go fucking full log into this, and it was just a glitch, and they're like, nah, something's wrong. What the fuck? They want more details. Now they're gonna spy on me, and they were trying to get the all-elusive Mewtwo. They're gonna drop Mewtwo somewhere. Everyone's gonna flock there, and it's gonna be a nuke. Bang! Everyone dies. Why the fuck would anyone do that, bro? I don't understand. Just like I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Where is the rationale, the common sense in this culling of people? But if you would ask me how I would run Victoria, which I hope it's still open to answer, bro, you probably by now know I'm of the movement. If people have to die, people have to die. Bro, you can't keep printing money and raising the debt ceiling and fucking inflation. Inflation is just another fancy word of saying, boys, we fucked up the budget this year. Boom, here's more money. Buy some shit. And all these dumb cunts pulling out their super, like giving the government a free handout. Like, all right, they need to do their job too properly, but unfortunately, there's too many people with a burden on the government, and some genuinely are there because they've got health issues and that, and I feel for them. But then there's others that go pull out their fucking money and go buy Gucci bags and shit. It's like those kind of people, I have no problem at murdering. I will. Okay, no, don't delete that.
No, keep going, bro. Keep going. Don't 180 that one, bro. Keep going straight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so you've got to think of it holistically, the greater good. At the end of the day, nations, like I said, they're going to have flags, but like, bro, we are one thing. And I think I'm trying to say that for the greater good, like we're just in our little playgrounds, in our little sand pits, us in little countries doing our thing,
Yeah.
And like,
what do you reckon is going to happen?
People, I believe.
What do you reckon is going to happen if there's a third lockdown?
I have no idea. I think look.
Let's say it eases up. We can start catching up with friends, 3, 4, 5 people.
Whenever the gyms are opening, that's whenever the next gym open. Like, that's all I'm worried about.
It sucks that we can't leave this place as well. Like, there's lockdowns in like Los Angeles and stuff, let's say in America, but they're still allowed to travel out. They're allowed to leave. But
we're trapped
as well.
Yeah.
People want to move now. When they're told they can't do something, they want to do it. It's like, you know what I mean? People all of a sudden they want to go fishing now. It's all protest. The guy goes to fucking BCF and buys a fishing rod. Has never used fishing before. I'm going fishing. What? Fresh air. It's like, bro.
What are you talking about, Jimmy?
That's the thing with people, bro. We do things like I'm all right because I just like want to go gym train. I can't do that, unfortunately. But like that's the other thing. What like the gyms have already got embedded in it, guys guidelines and like, you know, health policies for hygiene and stuff like that. Wipe towel, this and that. Oh, you don't see anyone walking into Coles with a fucking towel, wiping down the fucking Campbell soup that they touched and the fucking, you know what I mean? People finger bashing each other for fucking rolls of toilet paper. And then they want to come and storm streams and talk about, oh, what is, you know what I mean? Fuck off, mate. I just waiting for someone to say something to me on the bike. I unleashed. Fuck. I don't want to say it.
I love it. Nah, this is good, bro.
Dude, Jimmy.
Yeah, go Burak, speak.
Yeah.
What?
Bent over.
I said speak.
Look, bro, if there's a third lockdown, fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm struggling to just like deal with just not being able to do shit. I'm generally a pretty social person, so
Yeah,
Zartan,
me too.
they cancelled soccer. Like I'm getting
bullshit.
fat. Yeah.
Bro, if they cancelled golf for you, I swear you'd fucking have a meltdown.
Nah, bro. I think that, bro. I heard murmurings that they might, man. I'm playing like every third, fourth day. Like it's the only thing I could do.
Hey, but why don't you get a bike? Honestly, bro. Look, while we're seriously having discussion.
I bought a bike. No, I bought a bike.
Come with us, man. Saturday, Sunday, I'll do it, man. We'll do more to Brighton.
You know what? I want to buy a bike as well.
It's crazy, bro. If you want to get lean.
But yeah, how many Ks do you guys do?
On average, I'm doing about like 20 Ks now. On a good week, like, in one ride, we do like 40 to 60 Ks. Like we're going for, but we start at 8, we come back, we go to Port Melbourne, 8, obviously we can't eat there. And we go, and then, we just ride around. And just waiting for someone to pull us over. And but the thing is, they don't ask anyone. This is the thing in Brighton, all these nice areas. They got no like, you know. I was just catching a train from there. They got no boom gates for the tickets. It's just an honest area. You come to Dandy, it's fucking. You just know, bro. There's some shit, you know, like fuck. And then you got to dress the part as well. They don't bother you. So we drive there, and then we ride along there. You don't get harassed.
Do you have a proper road bike, or do you just have like a bike that you bought from anywhere? Proper
road bike. You got to do it, man. It's important. You got to buy a good quality. You don't get a Kmart, buy a $150 bike. You regret
That's what I did.
No. Look, it's good entry level, but you got to spend at least $1,000 on a decent bike with a good running gear. I got a plug and hook up, bro. So
I'm spending money on my golfing gear.
I've seen that. You're going off on a different tangent, bro. I don't know if we can hang out anymore. I'm not there, bro. I'm still on the tools. I'm still on the tools, bro.
I try to get Dubby to play golf. That was fun.
Bro, that was fine. You gotta give him the hat. You gotta give him the hat with the little ball on top.
Now check this out. We were trying to do a podcast. As well, but like I thought it'd be a good idea. But man, just shitty mood. Fucking, there was this old couple as well behind us. He made some remarks. Yeah. And the fact that we split up as well because our balls would go elsewhere is just, and you got to use a camera. Oh my God.
Mine would stay on the fairway.
Yeah, mine's fucking in Kathmandu.
You tried, bro. And that's the thing. Look, you're not always going to get it right first time. That's the thing. Don't try to perfect it. Roll with it. And you know what? It wasn't a waste because you learnt now. You don't do podcasts while playing golf. That's it.
Unless they've got a camera crew.
And you're going to get there, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah. I mean, we covered a lot of...
that negativity, man.
Huh?
What do I say about negativity? Come on, man. Be positive.
That's true. I tried buying dumbbells. Yeah, I'm struggling to buy dumbbells. I can't find any. I've been calling up Rebel Sport every Wednesday morning for the past few weeks. They sell out like this. They come in every Wednesday morning, and they're just gone.
Oh, you don't have enough Instagram influence to teach you 67 ways to do push-ups and shit. You don't know. Bro, that shit I fucking deleted the app, bro. Stick and seeing cunts with their fucking...
I've got something I'll show you. I bought this.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What's that?
So it's a mixer, and it's got sound effects.
Oh,
so
you do that dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun.
I can put any sounds I want in here. I can connect phones, Bluetooth, so I can like prank call people and shit, or have live feed. And this is like full professional
like a proper
shit.
Studio.
Proper, yeah. I spent like fucking $2,500 on the setup that I'm doing.
And you still can't filter out car noise?
Nah, but this is different. This is just my laptop.
Hey, W, you know what you need? You need like a when this shit's all done, you need like a studio.
Yeah.
Like that we can
Like a
go
good
in,
setup.
you know, smoke weed, have scotch.
You know what?
100%.
I think that's the way to go, man. I don't smoke weed. Like, I have, but I don't like it. But I think I might have to, man.
Don't worry.
That and a couple of drinks.
I'll bring the bags. Don't worry. I'll bring bags.
Nah, but like, you know, the scotch, the weed, you know, just chill. That's it.
Yeah. Just when
Yeah,
all this
look, when
thing
you
silences
start-
out,
Yeah. Nah,
which is
100% agree
fucking
with that. Like,
2022.
yeah.
Nah,
Look, I
it'll
was
end
looking
before
forward to
then.
this. I love the bro. Every time I have a chat with you guys, it's always good.
Nah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good fun,
I was
man.
going to talk about other conspiracy stuff, like you hear about, but I think we were just fucking,
here-
we went all out
We'll
with
be here
that.
till 9:30. But my voice is
Yeah.
okay. You know what that means? I yelled. I went too high. I went too hard. I gotta ease up.
But I had one question here that I wrote down on my notes.
I saved the best for last.
We'll finish it off with this. If you had a time machine, which era would you go to?
Oh,
What year?
How old am I?
Your current
yeah,
age
it's a very
now.
good question.
My current age.
Yep.
Wait. Am I rich?
No, but you can be rich if you've got if you know the knowledge of whatever, if let's say it's in the
Info, yeah.
past.
Was this
Nah,
like a
but that's
sports
the, you
almanac?
can't know what you know.
Well, you can't
Okay,
know what you
alright.
know.
I reckon you can't know what you know now. That's just too.
Well, then that's a shit time machine then.
Oh yeah, true. True. Well, it's like
You know
hot
where-
tub time
you know where I'd go?
machine. Start Googling.
I would go to somewhere where I could remember all the sporting events so I could fucking win some money.
Place bets. Yeah. Or
Fuck it. I'd go to the 60s, bro.
60s?
Yeah, I was very close.
60s
Yeah.
where though?
Something
What
about-
place? Because you in the 60s, you don't belong in this country. It was very, very racist back then.
Yeah. I'd be like one of those Guido Italians in New York in the 60s, bro. 70s, you know?
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'd be a
Hey, yo,
wise guy.
fucking walk in here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Fucking hot dog. How about you, Jimmy?
Bro, it was a good. I immediately when you asked me that question, I
Jimmy,
think
you're living in
somewhere-
2030, bro. You're already there.
Yeah, way ahead. But my people know some shit, yeah? We already... Nah. Look, that's imagination, you know? And hopefully some of it comes to fruition, but it's like not something, you know? I just focus on me and what I can do. And
Jimmy, what year, what era would you go to, bro?
1940, bro. I like the cars and the way people dress then.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I like that answer too.
Yeah, it was not, bro. Like, we're getting donuts now. I'm wearing, like, what the fuck, bro? You know what I mean? People took pride in how they looked. They dressed like there was just mad attire there. It was really, really good. And the car, something about old cars, bro. I love watching old movies, even current ones that are set in old times.
Jimmy, hey, would you be here? Would you be in Turkey or would you be like somewhere else? Where would you be? Where would you want to be?
Not here. Not here. Not here. I don't know, but Turkey's not a very good place to be. Yeah, in America. Turkey's probably not a good place
Los
to be.
Angeles in the 70s would be sick. The late 70s.
Can't imagine. I'm thinking of like the beach and shit, bro.
I reckon in the
Fuck, I miss
1950s, if I was alive in the if I was alive this age in the 50s, I reckon I'd be like an international soccer star, bro. Like the quality of soccer back then was shit, bro.
Bro, fuck off, bro.
Big call.
Oh,
It's a big
man.
call.
Bro, like I could have been like an extreme athlete back then.
Are you still at Dingley? Where are you playing now?
Yorkland, Southeast.
Bro,
That's what it is. Yeah, Southeast. I know, bro.
They're
That's
playing-
just so straight how much I've socialised, bro.
yeah, they're playing on their phones now, bro. They're not doing shit. No one's doing shit.
I actually want to get back into it, but that's another thing. You can't do shit now. That's why I say you just got to resort to what you can do. Like, man, just bikes.
Do
cycling,
you guys
man.
have an idea, like, after this, let's say this second lockdown that's happening in Victoria, are you guys kind of turned off with this state? Would you be willing to move to another country or another state? Or no? Like, that's out of the way.
Nah.
Nah, you still
Where
be
am I
here.
gonna go, Duffy, man? Where the
I
fuck would you
support
go?
No, it's
Daniel
just a fucking,
Andrews.
It's just a question.
You know what? I would definitely be looking to travel more again. Like,
Yeah. That's a given.
Yeah.
But if you were to move, fuck, bro. Canada seems nice,
move,
man. Canada seems nice to me. Yeah, Vancouver.
That's because you're fucking like you're like borderline American. You want that citizenship, bro.
Yeah. And you've traveled a lot. You've traveled a lot too.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I haven't really done the world thing like other than Turkey and few stop-offs. That's what I really, really want to do. 100%.
Have you done Europe properly?
No, man. That's what I need to do. Well, I was supposed to do Egypt and fucking Dubai this year, man.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm pretty angry at that.
Imagine you can start traveling and how much you're getting inspired now to doing what you're doing whilst traveling. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you got to see the world, Jimmy.
100%. Oh, look, one thing I know.
Jimmy just went to Pascoville. Jimmy just came back from Pascoville. That's another world there, bro.
Man. I thought I was in fucking, bros. It's just heads everywhere, bro. I came there for the burgers and mint. But, like, the women are so much better everywhere else, bro. They're so much better, bro. Like, fucking hell. Romania, you got to hit, bro. Crazy. Bosnia. It's all about money and women now. Fuck this shit. I thought I had a purpose. Now it's like, fuck. You know? I'm done. Fuck playing catch up and shit. Just go fucking, do what I got to do. Nah, man.
You're the only single ones now. Jimbo.
Yeah, I know. Brock sold us out, bro. Nah, that's a good thing in a way. I mean, the grass is always greener. That's I was going to say some shit about that, but no. Well, I think we'll just cap it there. Can't get into that. That's relationships and shit now. Fuck.
No. We'll leave that for later, bro. I'll get some relationship experts on there. Be like, what the fuck?
The guest. Yeah, 100%.
And by then, Burak will have solid experience as well. And I'm like, bro, what's wrong with me, bro? And Burak will just sit me down, you know? Be like, this is where you're going wrong, bro.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I give him a couple of years, mate. He's little boy in the big boy sandpit.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I have. Can we get the topic of me?
Yeah.
I've just landed in the area. In the area,
cuz. I reckon we cap it now anyway. We said an hour. Yeah, you know.
Mint solid hour. Yeah, it's been.
That was great. I love that though, Jimmy, especially.
Hey,
with that fucking Jimmy 180, bro.
Hey, can I just you don't have to put this in the bag. Can I just while I got you on the thing? Like, I loved how it wasn't a formal entry and it was like you called me, we're talking, and it was just like a mad long phone call. It was sick, bro.
I think that's how I got to do it. Because I'm still trying to figure shit out. If I go, hey, welcome to the Master War podcast, and then I'm like, let me wait for you now. Be like, I'm gonna introduce my guest, Jimmy, aka Jimbo.
We're not guests. We're just
and now we're mates, and that's what they want to see. They want to see this lens is just like how three people who are mates think, and then there's like another cluster of friends who you're the mutual. How you think, and there's different dynamics in each setting, and you need to really show that. You know what I mean? So I think, and you got a lot, bro. You got a lot of man. Don't stop doing that, man. I hate that about you, bro. Honestly, Kevin Hart did that shit. A lot of people do that negativity, but bro, you going places, man. 100%. Otherwise,
I hope so.
What I'm doing this shit in a car, man.
It's mobile, baby. It's mobile.
All
right. Love you, boys. Take care.
Love you, bro.
All right, bro. Take care. Bye.